Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Joe Froze. Back at you another free picks video for y'all today here on May 19th. And today we got Taco Tuesday. Got a bunch of MLB and NBA plays for y'all boys today. So super excited to get into it. First, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe on the video because the channel is growing. Just the other day, we got a couple subscribers as well. We've been up over 45 in the last couple of days. So I appreciate all you guys for tuning back in. And yesterday was a pretty good day for us. So I do want to recap that as well. But as you guys can see, we are doing a free giveaway. You guys just have to be subscribed, like, and drop a comment on the video. And we're going to give someone 25 in the chat if we sweep the picks. Now, unfortunately, yesterday for the free picks in the channel that I posted, first I want to recap the VIP picks. So yesterday we had a couple picks actually. And first I want to start out with this one. Everything looked good here. Castle was looking good. Hartenstein literally got 12 minutes in the game, probably because he can't play defense against Wemby, so I think it's just kind of like cooked. But yeah, his minutes look good, and his hit rates look also pretty solid. So this would have been a nice little 5.4x, but unfortunately, just doesn't play any minutes. Coach wanted to get a smaller lineup out there. I mean, I'm pretty sure like even Jay Will played more minutes than Hartenstein, so it was kind of embarrassing there. But what are you gonna do? The reads were pretty good either way. And then we had McCarthy and Shota Imanaga. Now, McCarthy, I did put in my free picks video yesterday as well. I think I had him for 1.5 HRR. Now, he did chalk that. I mean, he went like 1 for 4, but he still got the hit here. So I was just waiting on Shota, and he ended up getting freaking shelled, bro. Like 4th or 5th inning, gave up like 5 runs or something like that. Just like completely out of this world. So the discount chalks by like 3 innings. So that was absolutely horrible. I don't even know how this is a discount, bro. Sleeper has the worst discounts in the world. So mark my words, I will never take another sleeper discount after this. After they did this, and then after they freaking almost screwed me with Rickeya Jackson the other day, that was horrible. That was horrible. So interesting. And then we had obviously these two plays here for the Spurs game and Dodgers game. So that one did come through for us, obviously. Dylan Harper completely crushed the 17.5. I was telling you guys, this was in yesterday's video. He's gonna have a good game, man. Regardless if Fox plays or not. Obviously, he didn't play, but I had him at 17.5, so that line just felt way too low. I think in the series going forward now, like it's gonna be way higher than 17.5, especially if Fox doesn't play. I mean, the line literally jumped up from like 17.5 to like 23.5 as soon as Fox was ruled out. So I mean, we're talking like major line differences. But yeah, I think even as a baseline, his line's gonna go up even if Fox plays. So good to get him early in the series on the value. And then obviously we had Yoshi, 6Ks, my GOAT. Ended up losing to the Padres 0-1 because boys couldn't get anything going against Michael King. He had a great day as well, but he ended up getting the pitching loss, which was it just sucks to me, bro, because he had 8Ks. One run allowed basically, and I don't know, that just pissed me off. I'm like, bro, really, we're gonna give him the loss because of that? Like, he's basically the only reason. Like, if he gives up one run, like I'm cool with that, bro. We just gotta score. We have one of the best offenses in the whole league. I don't understand how we're not able to get a single run going against them, but alas, the play does cash on this one. And then we had oh yeah, I was just talking about Hartenstein. 12 minutes, 2 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Like, dude, guys, I swear, if you would have played double this, I mean, he probably still wouldn't have hit. But like, come on, bro, this is just bad. This is just bad. Coach hated him. He didn't play any of OT. He didn't play any of the fourth quarter. Like, he would literally come in for like 2 minutes so Czech could take like a little rest. Like literally like 30 seconds he would come in, and then dead ball, sub Chet back in, sub J Will back in. So that sucks. We also took the game total for over 213.5. That was an easy cash. Well, not really. They had to go to OT to get it, but it ended up cashing pretty easily in OT. So let's go double OT. And yeah, nice low wins from yesterday. And on the video, I believe we ended up going 2 for 4, if I'm not mistaken. So I think we had, I don't know if it was Ellie or if I took Otani, but Otani cashed. I had Harper cash, Hartenstein missed, and McCarthy missed. So yeah, 2 for 4 on yesterday's picks. So we're gonna bounce back today. I don't know why I took McCarthy for hits, runs, and RBI. I think I told you guys if you also wanted to take hits, then also that was a good idea. So there's that. And then also for Hartenstein, kind of no excuse there. Just no minutes played. I kind of knew the matchup might be tough for him, but I thought they would play him a little bit more against Wemby. But I guess he's just too slow and lumbering. But I don't know, whatever. But anyways, for today's picks, guys, I'm very excited to get into it. Make sure before we get into it, if you guys aren't on Chalkboard, sign up with your boys code Joe Froze. You guys will get 100% deposit match and a free square. So yesterday was Wemby, but basically, if you guys miss it, they'll give you another free square, right? So they were showing me this in the app as well. Even if I missed yesterday on my free square, they would have given me another free square. So they're goaded for that. So put 100 in, get 100 back. You get 200 on the app, and you're able to basically put it on free square and win your first play. So good deal there. Use my code Joe Froze, and also we get you guys into VIP for a week for absolutely free with my code. And yeah, boys, let's get into the picks for today. Don't want to take too long on here. But we have 4 picks that I like, 2 for NBA, 2 for MLB. So we will start in the NBA today. First pick I really like today is Karl Anthony Towns, under 34.5 rebounds and assists, points, rebounds, and assists. Now, I did end up taking his alt line on Underdog. You can adjust it up. So what I ended up doing is taking him for under 37.5. And for me, I had a gimme pick on Underdog, so I think that was just the best course of action for me. By the way, use code Joe Froze on Underdog if you guys want to get on. If you guys aren't already on. But this line here at the under 37.5 is kind of just chicken here. Just looking at, we'll just look at hit rate just by itself. 0% in his last 5. Only twice in the Hawks series did he clear 37.5. Had 2 amazing games. But who do they really have that's defending Cat as a center? Like, literally nobody. Okongwu ain't doing shit against him. I don't even know who else they have as centers, bro. Like that's literally, I don't know. But anyways, so he went over twice in that series, and besides that, in the playoffs, literally twice. So spare that he has not gone over this line. And then in his last 15, 27% hit rate. Now, guys, this is why I'm saying the 34.5, it's still a good under. It's still a good under. However, I'm still getting just a lot of value taking him at the under 37.5. And head to head has only cleared once. And this is the thing, guys. If you want to take the normal line, I don't mind it as well. Because as you can see, he's only cleared it basically one time on the over. So for me, this is encouraging. Averaging 25 versus versus the Cavs here seem to own him. And the median's 32. So obviously all these added up together. But the averages are way lower than what his line is at. Moreover, his projection today is the highest on the board. So basically they're overvaluing him in my opinion. 33.7 is his projection based on most books. Pinnacle will tell you, which is the sharpest sports book in the world, minus 131. So they are favoring him to go under at 34.5. So getting him all the way at 37.5 on the under for me, and it's only at minus 200, minus 245. Like for me, this is a slam dunk spot for him on the under. Line's just way too overvalued. Guys, we look at his shot chart here. The player, Cat shooting over 50% of his shots in the restricted zone, and also basically like a quarter of those also are above the big break threes. So, pick and pops, stuff like that. And when we look at Cleveland's defense, I will say the restricted area is very good defense for them. They're top 10 in the restricted area. That's why we saw Jalen Duren playing like shit last round. That's why we saw, first round versus the Raptors. Pirtle wasn't able to do much. Their centers wasn't able to do much. It was really just like Scotty Barnes trying to do the most he can. But yeah, that's why you guys see that this matchup's a little bit tough for Cat today. So for threes, it's a little bit different of a story above the break threes. I will say 28% of his shots come from there, and they are weak at closing out against centers specifically. So that is one thing to look at here. But it's not like that's mattered really in the last head-to-head matchups. He played them in February, literally got 23, 26 versus them. This is December 25, October 25. Hasn't even gotten close to this line against the Cavs. So their defense has been smothering on Cat. And for me, everything just points towards the under here for Cat. Does get a good amount of free throws and, spot up, pick and roll man stuff. But all this stuff is pretty good defense for the Cavs part. And, I really do see him getting limited today, especially since we saw the same thing with Jalen Duren. Now, I do think he's a lot better than Jalen Duren, and he can shoot, he can space the floor, so that is one thing to note. But at 37.5, like we're really just asking for him to have a legacy game for kind of like the Atlanta series. Like I don't think he's gonna have another legacy game like that, so it's gonna be tough for him to clear this line. That's my first pick for today, guys. Karl Anthony Towns under 37.5. If you want to take the normal line, 34.5, I don't mind it either. I don't mind it. But the second pick for today, guys, for NBA, uh, Evan Mobley under 9.5 rebounds. Now his regular line is at 8.5, so I will say, if you guys want to take that under, still a good pick. And 9.5 kind of just gives us that like hook coverage because, versus the Pistons this last, game 7 had 12 and then versus the Raps had 14. But overall, his average 7.3, the median's at 8. So well below that 9.5, well below the 8.5 too. So everything looks good here. 6.8 in his last 5. Median is 6. And yeah, everything just looks good in terms of hit rate wise. When we come down to rebounds as well, you can see the player getting a good amount of his rebounds from above the break threes. So, players shooting threes, getting the rebounds basically. His rebound chart, he gets 16.1 rebounds, 9 rebounds a game. Obviously, Jarrett Allen taking a lot of those this playoffs. And yeah, 32 minutes projected for him. But what I will say, guys, is coming down to the center position here, they're number 1 ranked in giving up centers or giving up rebounds to centers, excuse me. And yeah, everything does look good for his unders today. Looking at his projections as well for Mobley seems to point towards the under as well. Oops, can't spell his name. Uh, Evan Mobley projected for 8.1 rebounds, guys. So even that 8.5, I would still tell you that's a good underplay. But 9.5 seems to be a little bit of the value play here, minus 200 plays. So yeah, I would definitely go for under there on 9.5. So that's the second NBA play today, guys. Two pretty good unders here that I have in a slip in the VIP already posted. This is the play here, 9.5, 37.5, and then Jalen Brunson 0 points brings up the multiplier by like over an entire percentage point. So instead of like 2x, it's 3.64, which I love. I love that. So glad to get this at 3.64. This should be my favorite slip for today for NBA. And for MLB, we got 2 guys today, 2 pitchers that I absolutely love for their unders today. First, we're going to start with Matthew Liberatore. I think that's how you say it, but Italian. I wager, and it's under 5.5 hits allowed for the St. Louis Cardinals pitcher, guys. Now, I will say here, the matchup versus the Pirates is a little weak. It's a little weak, man. So that's why I'm saying here this is a good under spot. Looking at him being a left-handed pitcher, guys, when we come here on the graph, most of their guys versus left-handed pitchers are a little bit worse. Now we do see Ozuna, Griffin, and O'Neal Cruz, for example, have been pretty good against left-handed pitchers. But when I come to their head-to-head, really like he's neutralized O'Neal, he's neutralized Ozuna for the most part. 250 batting average. The only guys really that kind of own him are Reynolds and Horwitz, if you want to say that. Gonzalez literally has like a single, and that's it. I don't consider that owning him. So for the most part, for the guys that really matter on this team, like for example O'Neal, he owns O'Neal, bro. He absolutely owns O'Neal. 1 for 11, 1 double, but 2 walks and 3 strikes. So for me, that's a big enough sample size to say that he does have a good matchup. And then also Pittsburgh hitters versus pitchers. So versus left-handers, you guys can see their averages are horrible. So 30th in their last 15th, on-base percentage 30th, slug 27th, OPS 29, strike percentage 23. So everything for me, that's why I'm not really on his case today. Not really interested in that, but the hits allowed for me is a slam dunk spot on the under. Just not a great batting matchup. So for me, everything points under. The hit rate is like a little bit hit and a miss. Obviously, he had 9 hits allowed versus the Athletics, and then 8 versus Seattle. So he does have some duds here, but 5 versus the Dodgers, 3 versus the Padres, 3 versus the Astros. Those are some elite hitting cores right there. And so I feel like for me, it's a little bit shaky because he does have some of those performances in there. But for me, this is the best spot we have for his under all season. And against the Pirates, you guys can see he already played them, not this season, but in May last season, went under as well, and has a good rank against that Pirates batting lineup today, boys. So this one I'm taking here. And the park also looks good for him in Busch Stadium. So everything's looking good for Liberatore today. Under. And for the final pick for today, guys, before I show you guys, make sure that y'all tap in on all these apps, man. Prizepicks, Underdog, Sleeper, Better, Chalkboard, Dabble. Dabble and Sleeper will give you $30 just for signing up. No deposit required, guys. No credit card, no nothing. $30 for free using my code, Joe Rose. So I would recommend doing that. Tapping in on there, building up your bankroll. And then Better Picks will give you 2 sweat-free $100 plays. Absolutely love that promo. Chalkboard, obviously the $100 deposit match, guys, and the free square and the free VIP as well. And Prizepicks Underdog, just play 5, get 50. Most simple promo ever. Deposit 5, you get $50 bonus bets, guys. And the tool I'm using, guys, is called Props Edge. If you guys want to get on it, 20% off on your first month with code Joe, man. So that's $16 after. And that's $20 usually, but $16 for your first month to try it out is pretty great. And as you guys can see, I'm doing NBA research. I'm doing MLB research. WNBA is on here. NHL is still. Soccer, tennis. You got CS2, Valorant. Even NFL is on here when NFL is going. So a lot of value on the tool. And actually, I've been talking to the development team because obviously I am partnered up with Props Edge, and they've been cooking up some new features, boys. So I don't want to reveal too much, but head-to-head matchups in NBA based on defender could be coming soon, and MLB. So some features that are coming soon for the app. They update it so often, man. Like pretty much every week there's a new update for the app. They have some really good software developers down there at Props Edge. So I'm a very big believer in the tool, and it's helped me, with my picks and helped me analyze pretty much all the projections. It's not just the only tool I use. I use other stuff, obviously, but it gives you a good idea on, where you want to go with your picks. So absolutely love the tool. Guys, the last pick for today is Lance McCullers under 15.5 pitching outs, guys. Now, unfortunately, the tool, for some reason, just didn't have his projections up anymore. I was looking at it earlier, and it didn't, for some reason, have his projections up. But 15.5 under is a slam dunk spot here versus the Minnesota Twins, guys. The Houston Astros pitcher. Looking at the batting matchup, does have a pretty bad matchup, guys, against the Twins batting lineup, especially the more vetted guys. And this season hasn't exactly averaged a lot of innings played. The first game of the season, I think he had 21 right here, guys, as you can see. And then, Baltimore and Seattle, he had 16. But in those games, if we look at him, barely 5.3, 7, 6. But we look at, the Dodgers 2.7, Yankees 5, St. Louis 5. So against some pretty good teams, he's also gone under. And the projection points towards the under here. All the books point towards under. So against the Twins here, I think it's another good under matchup. And yeah, that's the final pick for today. Sorry I couldn't go more into depth on this last one, but his projections kind of just fell off the map here. But yeah, boys, those are all the picks I got for you today. Make sure y'all join the giveaway, like, comment, and subscribe on the video. Because if we go 4 for 4 today, someone getting 25 in chat. And use code JoeFroze on Chalkboard on any of these apps. You guys will get sign-up bonuses, and your boy will get some bonuses as well. You guys will also get into the VIP for free, so make sure to do it. And also, last thing, code Joe for Props Edge if you guys want to get on 20% off your first month. You guys saw me researching all the NBA and MLB plays. You can do the same thing. And you can get also all the, I believe I showed this in the last video, but the cheat sheets. So like home run cheat sheets, you guys can see batter versus pitcher matchups. You guys can see basically who's been on a good streak, like hitter streaks, on base, 2 total bases, stuff like that. So a lot of stuff on Props Edge here, guys. And like I mentioned, updating every single week. So new features every single week, getting constantly better and better. And yeah, guys, that's the hope for the channel. That's the hope for everything. But appreciate you guys. Hope the picks hit, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.